Good morning, everybody, and welcome to this very special time together. I want to wish all of you a happy Easter, a happy Passover as we move through this season in a celebration of immortality, in the awareness that we move from God, through God, to God. This has been an interesting week. Last Monday, and thinking about this program this morning in relationship to Easter and what I wanted to share with all of my friends and all of our members and all of our wonderful New Thought family, our spiritual family. I realize that Easter is a celebration of immortality and began to think along those lines Thursday morning. I received a message that my youngest daughter, Leslie, made transition. It was a blow. You're not supposed to outlive your children. I've heard that for years, and now I have an understanding of what it meant or what it means. In thinking about this morning and what I wanted to share with you, first of all, thank you all the wonderful, dear friends and people I loved for years, people I haven't heard from in years from all over the world. Thank you. In the process of dealing with the loss of my daughter, Leslie, I found this wonderful sharing of consciousness by Dr. Ernest Holmes. It's something he wrote in 1947. It was called Let Easter Happen to You. As I mentioned, this shirt I'm wearing, it's the shirt I wore when I played Ernest Holmes in the movie The Science of Ernest Mind. It was my honor and privilege to play Ernest. I have lost some weight since then, and I wanted to wear a different kind of shirt, as I mentioned before, and this was in the closet. I thought I'd put it on, and I realized it looks like it was made by Omar the tent maker. Because, but good, but it lets me know how much weight I've lost since then, and in a healthy way. Again, immortality and these wonderful words by Ernest Holmes. I would like you to close your eyes and just listen to the genius. The wonderful thing about any New Thought writing you find that is really good writing, it doesn't matter how old it is. If it is good New Thought writing, it will read as if it's written this morning. This is the genius of Ernest Holmes. Listen to it. First, he quotes from Matthew 28:7. And go quickly and tell his disciples that he is risen from the dead. And behold, he goeth forth into Galilee. There shall ye see him. Lo, I have told you. Matthew 28:7. Let's look at this metaphysically. As we move from the Passover experience of going from darkness to light as we understand the method of using a story to represent a great lesson in metaphysical understanding. We can understand it by rolling away the stone of doubt and fear and confusion. A lot of us have that in the way right now with this experience the whole world is going through. But let's get back to the words of Ernest Holmes, who said this. Listen carefully. There is a golden key to life. This key is in our own hand now, placed there by the infinite. It is up to us to turn this key in the lock of our individual experience and open its doors to the greater possibility. It is our privilege of all of us to enter into the realization of the resurrection today, to join that triumphant procession of the ever-expanding soul. Let us take this thought into meditation. He is not here, for he is risen. And let us realize that the resurrection of Jesus is a symbol of the resurrection of all. Let us listen quietly, peacefully, and confidently as we commune with that Spirit who is not a God of the dead, but of the living. God is life. In him there is no death. God is love, and perfect love casteth out all fear. As we enter into this life and this love and commune with the divine presence, let us know that we are one with the living Spirit forever. We know that love guides us now and always, as it must all people. We enter into our divine inheritance today. We know that in the Father's house there are many mansions. Today is God's day, and tomorrow will be God's day, and so will all the tomorrows that have ever transpired. Love prepares the way for us here, and love prepares the way for us there. We sing the song of eternity. We chant the hymn of the living, for he is not dead, he is risen. As we think of our loved ones who have entered into the larger life, we know they are not dead. They are just away. We know that they walk in the garden of God and wave back to us a kiss from the kingdom of heaven. From the writings of Ernest Holmes. It's wonderful to find the right words you need at the right time. I wish all of you a happy, merry experience in this thing called life this Easter day. And I want you to know and know you know that my love for you is beyond what I can even explain to you. When you lose someone, it really opens up the memory bank, and I am now in my 45th year in one pulpit. I walked with Fenwick Holmes and Bill Hornaday and Craig Carter and Robert Bitzer and Raymond Charles Barker. Anita Richelieu and my dear, dear friend and colleague, Frank Richelieu. Bless you, Frank, as you move forward. We celebrate your life, Frank Richelieu, Dr. Frank Richelieu. What a great blessing you have been in my life as we release you to your greater good, and loving hands are meeting you and my daughter and anyone out there who is losing any loved one that you have or any friend. Let us know together as love. And loving hands met them here. Loving hands are meeting them in the next experience. That's what Easter is all about. "45 years in one pulpit." Creates a privilege beyond explanation, because in 45 years in one pulpit, you get to celebrate them when they arrive and honor a whole lot of them when they leave. And you love them all. I love you. I bless you. Love is blessing us all. Happy Easter, everybody. Katrina, my dear assistant and my wonderful administrator and office manager and everything else she does so wonderfully, is going to get on my case if I don't thank all of you that are sending donations to us. We appreciate it. We are not able to have a Sunday service and a Wednesday service, and we're not able to pass the physical basket, so we're going to pass the metaphysical basket and ask you to help us meet the challenge of the responsibility we have and share a loving donation. We appreciate and love you for it and give thanks. Thank you, guys. Have a happy Easter.